Hi guys. So, if you've been watching any of my videos, you know that I've had a bit of a tough time of it, losing my job. My daughter's moved back home. My beautiful baby cat was put down. I'm still unemployed and actually wanting to start my own business, and but I've also got a lot of other sort of things going on on the perimeter that need dealing with too. And at this stage, my car is the most important pressing matter because it's now run out of its warrant of fitness and is sitting on the street, and I will get ticketed if I don't deal with it. So I used the full energy for the last couple of weeks to help me sort of start to take the first steps and make the first initial movements towards change. So I've taken the car in, I know what needs doing, etc. And now I'm on to the Magician, which is all about sort of putting those steps, taking those steps further. I now know that I'm going to have to get rid of the car, which is it's actually quite an emotional, it's emotional for me. It's a sense of loss. It's a loss of freedom. I'm 42 years old. I've had a car, my whole adult life. However, I am trying to remain optimistic and look at the good. I'll be able to exercise more. And plenty of other people who live in the city don't have cars. It'll be a great, probably relief not having to worry about having things fixed on it every 6 months, and particularly while I don't have a regular income. So even though there's quite a lot of sadness and a sense of loss and a sense of losing my freedom, there's also a sense of potential and excitement, and but there is still that fear, that grief, that kind of feeling as if I've had to go completely back to the start and start over, which essentially I have in my life in the last 6 months. So, in working with the Magician, today I'm going to be showing you the Wild Unknown deck. This is all about utilizing your inner power. I'll just read you what the guidebook says about the Magician. This reading almost made me cry this morning. Just how to the point it was, really. How it really cut to the bone. Where are we? So the Magician is all about self-empowerment and action. Absolutely. I mean, I started the steps with the Fool, but I've taken that first step, but I'm finding myself again sort of stuck in this not being able to move forward. So it says the Magician is a card of boundless, expansive energy. Whereas many of the major arcana deal with stillness or aspects of the mind, this card is all about action, action, action. So I find myself talking about it, thinking about it, knowing what I should do, but then not acting on it. It's time to see yourself as the wildcat. Embrace his speed, grace, and abilities. Don't be afraid to begin. Hello. Hello. Do you get this message, Michelle? You have the power of all 4 elements within your reach. Now is the time to use them. I mean, I'm almost getting a tear in my eye now. It also, to me, is a cheetah, I think. What's a cheetah is the fastest cat I think. So it speaks to me about speed, action. You've got to do it now. So again, I did one of my go-to readings for how can I move forward now with the Magician energy, the action, get going energy, putting my tools into use. And I shuffled the deck, went through it and grabbed the 2 cards on either side, which were the Mother of Wands, so the Queen of Wands, and the Daughter of Swords, or the Page of Swords. So these are, how can I utilize this action, action, action? And I'll read you what it says about the Mother of Wands too. Where are we? The Mother of Wands is a vibrant woman and a happy mother. One of the issues that I have is I've got my daughter at home. She's pregnant. She's going to be having her baby in early November. And I sort of feel like I can't ferry her around anymore. I know that we'll cope, we'll manage. She does have a partner. I'm not sort of having to do all the work, but I don't know. But what I really, it says here, oftentimes she's overcome great pain or trauma in her life. So I do sort of resonate with that side of it, overcoming, use this Magician energy and the sort of passion and forward moving to overcome trauma and sadness. And I see it as a very protective card, so I can sort of see it as protecting I'm protecting myself moving forward, because if I was to hold on to the car, if I was to put the little money that I do have left into it, etc., and something else happens, I'm going to be able to not move forward at all. And I'll be forced into a tower moment. I would rather make the decision now before, I do have the money to fix it, but if I spend that, that'll be it. And it's a car that I'm going to have to keep putting work into. And without a regular income at this stage, I feel I'm protecting my future by letting it go, making a good sort of motherly decision to protect my future for the time being by not having this extra unnecessary, I really want it, but it's not a need, by letting that go, so that I don't have that extra sort of burden, that extra worry. The Daughter of Swords, look at her little sparks of ideas and Daughter of Swords says honesty and insightful. The Daughter of Swords is a young woman whose honesty and insight takes her far in life. See, I'm really having to be honest with myself. I can't bury my head in the sand or, brush things under the carpet, any further. She learns from keen observation. It almost seems as though she never stops watching. I'm Aquarius. I do see myself as the Page or the Queen of Swords. I sort of go between the both. Sometimes this becomes a burden for her as she can't help noticing this or that small detail that could have been done better. Absolutely. I'm so obsessive compulsive. It's not even funny. I spend all my time not all my time. I have learnt to deal with it quite a bit, but I do spend time worrying and thinking rather than doing. And I think this card tells me that I already know. You already know, Michelle. You've got that. You're being honest with yourself. You've looked at the situation honestly. Go with that now. Don't keep going over and over the same thing. I pulled the Ten of Swords card today as my card of the day, and I just thought to myself, what is it that you just keep going over and over and not letting go of? Not only is it the car, it's my inability to let go. So yeah. So now I'm in the process of, the only reason that I will spend any money on it is if I can get more selling it by having it warranted and registered. So I've got it booked in to get a couple of quotes done from a couple of different places. I cover all my bases. I'm not going to trust one place. And after that, I will be making a decision whether it's best to go ahead and fix it and then sell it, or whether to just cut my losses and go. Let it go. And then after that, well, hopefully it'll bring me in a little bit of extra money too to help tide me over and help put towards the business. So, I am trying to be positive and looking at how this is all going to help my future, because I was really stuck in if I lose my car, that means I've lost everything. And now I've lost my sense of freedom, but maybe it will actually give me more freedom. So, food for thought. Thanks for watching, guys. Ta-da, cheery.